What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha. And if I look a little wide-eyed, it's because I just sneezed very intensely just before I started the video. Nevertheless, I think I'm alright, so we're going to listen to a special one this time. We're going to listen to their cover of John Lennon's Number 9 Dream, which comes from the Save Darfur compilation. I did already react to the Duran Duran contribution to this compilation, Instant Karma. But yeah, ultimately I did notice, just checking on Discogs now, not only is there the Aha cover of this track, but also R.E.M. has a cover of the same tune. Now, I do believe I know the John Lennon original very vaguely. I've probably heard it a few times. I can think of the opening sweep of the song, I think. But yeah, I don't know it particularly well. I don't know any of the Beatles material outside of the group, like their solo material, all that well. And even the Beatles material overall, I know just to a smaller percentage than I think most people do. Nevertheless, you know, Aha is a group that not only as I've gone through the catalog, but as other people have talked about, you know, their songs and moments in their songs where they achieve a sound reminiscent of the Beatles at their best. So yeah, I feel like it's a perfect cover for Aha to cover a Beatles or, you know, Beatles related tune. So curious to hear what they will do with it. Let's listen. This is Aha, Number 9 Dream, which is included on the Save Darfur compilation, which I think is called Make Some Noise. But yeah, it's from 2007, I believe.
Just a dream. Oh, I know, yes I know. Seems so very real. It seems so real to me. To the water, the street,
Electricity.
to the heat whispered trees.
Love that transition.
Somebody calls out my name. Two spirits dancing so strange. Dream away. Magic in the air.
funny because, there's no way I can say this without it seeming like, oh, are you implicitly like knocking John Lennon? It's like, no, not at all. Like, he's one of the most legendary songwriters and musicians in history. But I was thinking that, like, Morton's voice can do some things that Lennon's voice just, it wasn't the same kind of voice. And so the way he soars on that track, it's just like, again, it's a different experience, even knowing the original to a certain degree. So really enjoy that. Again, you can hardly think of a better band if you were to say, oh, let's take a Beatles or a John Lennon song and let's give it to a group that can sort of find that type of sound. I feel like it's just such a perfect pick. And ultimately, I'd love to hear Morton's voice like shot out over a canyon somewhere. Like, it just feels like it really has wings, and if you're able to grab onto it, which is funny because he has a line about music touching his soul, and I feel like Morton's voice has touched many people and made many people just sort of stop in the moment and like, holy smokes, did you hear that? So touche back to you, Morton. Nevertheless, really cool tune. Like their performance of it, maybe even more than the original, which again is not a knock on John Lennon. It's just when you're riding the Aha journey, this is something that feels like anything they touch is sort of gold. So enjoying this. And again, I realize this is now from like 18 years ago, or not quite, 16 years ago. So it's interesting just to chart the evolution of Morton's voice, where I know as he's gotten older, people have said, and even he's said that, there's some things that he maybe can't do that he used to. And I know people were saying some of the live performances in more recent years, they've like reworked some of the tunes so that he doesn't have to sort of like ascend so quickly and sort of tower over, but he can sort of use his lower register and so on. But like I said, it's just amazing to hear him sing at any point in their catalog, is I guess the belabored point I'm making. I will wrap this up, but do let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.